Okay guys, here we go again. Now, a couple of things. We're going back to this box that I've made for Olive here for her power. A couple of things I want to talk about here before we get going. Number one, when we cut these things, I know you may or may not be able to see. You can see or not see that there's a burr here, okay? So very carefully, take a few minutes. Hey, if you need to wear gloves, go ahead. Do it. There's no shame in protecting your hands. The idea is to just get rid of this little burr that's knurled up, because this is going to be put in from the time, and it's going to be put in with that nasty old silicone. You heard it right, silicone. And I know the purists are going to lose their minds on that, but guess what? My trailer, my choice. Been doing it a long time. In fact, I can testify that I did Sheldon 14 years ago with silicone on the windows. Now, to this day, knock aluminum, have not had one leak in a window. I do my normal upkeep, I do my normal all of this, that, and the other as far as caulking the windows is required. I don't caulk them with silicone caulk, I caulk them with acrylic caulk, latex caulk, because it comes out easier, and you have to do it every couple of years anyway, so why work so hard? Now, there's a lot of people who are going to say, foul, you got to use, Butyl, you got this, you got that. Look, I am going to put it right out there. I don't care. This is the way I've been doing it forever. This is the way I'll continue to do it. And hey, there's a lot of people who agree, a lot of people who disagree. But Vintage Campers your way means you got it your way. Now, what we're going to do here, you can see I ended up putting a few screws in here just to keep me honest across the front. What we're going to do here is get some of this nasty old silicone and put it in here. This doesn't have to be pretty, guys. In fact, as you can tell by looking, it's not. Now, as promised, the long arm of the law here. Around the back, over the top, line up the edges. It's lots easier if you have someone to help you, but since my someone to help me is me, I'm going to help myself. Put a couple of screws here in the bottom. Now what I'm doing is I'm lining it up with the square. Now you can see this is going to be the exact same size as what I took out because I used that as a template. There will be a cover made for this, for a flap to go over it. Just it won't get done today, and I'll go ahead and get all this painting done in the meantime. I like to use, now you notice I put nothing under here. These will be coming back out when I seal it. I like to use hex head screws rather than the Phillips head, but you can use what you want. The other thing is, the silicone will become a glue. It will glue everything right into place, and there won't be an issue. Now I will make a one-piece cover for this, like I stated before. Excuse my back of my head because I got to get in here. Like I did before, I will make a one-piece cover with a flap that goes over this, and that'll be actually done with our Butyl around the outside. So this is just basically a pocket. Again, apologies for the back of my head. You can screw right through your finger too, by the way, so be careful with this stuff. Basically, just that. I don't want to put any more screws in than I have to. I like to let the silicone dry. Back of my head again. I like to let the silicone dry and hold everything into place, so when I go to put my other part on, my secondary cap, away we go. Now, you'll see all these splotches. I like to just let those dry, because then I can take my razor knife, clean them out, take the screws back out, and I'll incorporate these screw holes into my cover piece that goes on. So that's step 1 and 2 of putting a cap on the back of Olive so we can get her power moved back here. Easy cheesy. Hope this finds you well. God bless you, one and all.